Welcome to the Gielinor Gambler, a slot machine I built to help transform old-school RuneScape into an RNG-locked Iron Man. I press roll, get 3 random tasks, and I must choose one to complete. Whether it's a skill, a quest, or Slayer task, RNG decides everything. So join me on my journey, and let's roll. Yep, that's right. I did end up rolling an agility block in the end of the last episode. I think agility is the most beneficial skill to level up early game on the Snowflake Iron Man accounts. Just in general, it's one of the best skills to level up early game. So we're definitely going to take 8 agility levels. That's the max roll that we can get. It's funny, on all 3 we rolled the max possible roll. So we are going to pick agility, and let's go do 8 agility levels. So agility before level 20 has a few options: the Gielinor Rooftop course, Shazian, and Gnome Stronghold. Each of these 3 courses have the same XP rate, so it's just whichever I want to do or whichever I'm closest to. Brimhaven Agility Arena is an option, but I can only do 9 of the 14 obstacles, and also I'd be failing a lot. For this block, I'm going to stick with the Gielinor Rooftop course, but I'm going to mix it up in the future so things don't get stale. It's moments like these in this series that absolutely crack me up. I'm going to level after this obstacle, and can't complete the obstacle after this because I'm about to hit level 15, and that is the block complete. I'm stuck here. I can just home teleport, which is fine. All right, so we are completing our agility block. Boom. 15 agility. Task over there. Nice. And let's roll a new one. So back-to-back agility would be awesome. I do want to start rolling things like Hunter now. I just want to kind of spread out my skills. I really need to hit the right side. So let's roll, see what we get. And we get Asking You Shall Receive. We got 6 Hunter. Now, we don't have to home teleport here because we can go to Castle Wars, go to the Hunter shop in Yanil, and we can buy our supplies there and go down south to Feldip Hills. We can start training our Hunter. And we'll set up here for the Crimson Swifts. Zoom in so I don't have to do much. And then we'll sit back. This is going to take a while. We're going to fail a lot. But we're going to grind our way up to, what would it be, 7 Hunter. Let's do it. And there's 7 Hunter and the block complete. It's pretty nice. That was probably the fastest I've ever leveled Hunter here. Although I normally just do the museum anyway. I'm just thinking back to the old days when you would come here instead of doing the museum. Anyway, we have, let me pick up the bones. We have completed another block. I don't really plan on taking a Hunter block, but I'm just going to leave myself here always just in case. I just really want to... I want to get past this early game Hunter and get to the point where it's actually pretty quick, which if I have to judge based on experience, Falconry is where it really picks up. Actually, no, Butterflies. At 15, it really picks up. So if we can get to 15, I'm not going to mind the Hunter blocks, but this early game 1 to 15 Hunter is rough. Anyway, let's go roll from the slot machine again. Gonna mark this as complete. Exciting. No reroll token. That's okay. But let's roll a new set. Like I said before, and then I got Hunter. Let's see if we can predict again. I would love... I don't know why smithing didn't update. Let me actually manually update smithing. I just realized that. I would say cooking or wood cutting. Those would be my 2 favorite. And we get... This is a really good selection in the sense of it's making me think. One quest. What would I do from the quest? I'm going to think about this for a second, and then I'll pick. And that is Murder Mystery complete. We got David red-handed, and that is a humongous crafting boost. 2k GP, that would have been nice a bit earlier, but now we can skip over the annoying crafting grind and go right to, well, it's not going to say because it's level 11, but we go here, go to spinning, we can do flax in the bowstring. So crafting has gotten significantly easier, and with that, we have completed our block. Let's go roll another. And mark as complete. Beautiful. And let's roll a new task. Sorry, that was a little graphical. No, come on. What is going on? I'm about to put in a duplicate cause where I can't roll duplicates on the slot machine because I am just getting so many quests. It's so tempting to do another quest. It really is. I have one that's really good. I'm going to pick up this super anti-poison 1 dose every time I pass here. And by the time I actually do something like cave crawlers, I'm going to have like 3 super anti-poisons. I think that's kind of a fun thing I'm going to do every time I pass here because I pass it so much. And there's 2,000 woodcutting XP, jumping us up to level 13 woodcutting. Haven't cut a log yet. 8 law runes, we can use those pretty soon. We're almost at the magic level to use them. And yeah, we have completed this block. It's quick. Another 1 quest block. Complete 1 quest. Boom, there we go. We get to roll another. Look at that back-to-back 1 quest. It's kind of hilarious, but I definitely want to change these. We got 13 and we got 11. There we go. All right, we're rolling another. The roles we would like, cooking and fire making would be really nice. I wouldn't actually mind farming. Construction, we can do Daddy's Home, so that's another viable option. Honestly, any of those 4 would be great. Still want to stay away from herb lore and rune crafting. I would take magic too. Magic would be excellent. Anyway, let's roll. Any of those 5 would be excellent. That's awesome. We rolled 2 good ones. Crafting, we could just do flax, so that's always good to roll now. But cooking, I do want to do cooking because cooking is going to be super, super fast. Yep, I'm going to pick the 5 cooking levels. Let's go knock out 5 cooking levels. And there is 5 cooking levels. We are level 6 cooking. Fruit blast, that's actually used for a quest. So we're going to want to get stuff like that done when we actually have the blocks. Because if I pick up Recipe for Disaster and I have to make the, I think it is the Dirty Fruit Blast, I got to make sure I'm on a cooking block to do that. Anyway, we just completed our block. Let's go roll another one. I would love to get a lot of cooking, but I am definitely liking how the stats are starting to even out. Even at a low level, it is nice to see we're kind of rounding down what we can get. But let's go back to the slot machine and I'll talk more about the things I'd like to get. We're on a roll today. Let's mark this as complete. We got a reroll token. That's huge. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, so we have 2 reroll tokens. I always feel safe when I have 2. I feel significantly less safe with 1, and obviously not at all with none. But anyway, let's roll. Let's see if we get anything I just asked for. Hey, look at that. 8 fire making levels. That is awesome. Fire making is great because it is a skill that doesn't really have any quests that give a huge jump in XP, and it's used for some good quests like Sea Slug. So I definitely want to level my fire making. Nice try, Herblore. Not yet. Let's do 8 fire making levels. That was a really fast block there. So we got done our 9 fire making, our 8 levels. I'm going to pick up these ashes because you never know. You do need ashes for a few things, like, is it Shades of Morton, I believe? You need it for the Serum 207s and the Serum 208s. So might as well pick them up now. Plus, you can use them for Herblore XP later as well. So let's pick these up and let's go roll another. All right, let's see if we can get another. We did get another reroll token. That's huge. We got 3. We feel so safe right now. All right, so let's roll another. Let's see if we can get it. And ooh, those are all good, actually. Just get 5 more levels, get up to 14. As tempting as thieving is, because thieving is very tempting, but then I'm just going to have to go to Artie again. I like just staying here for fire making, so let's do 5 more fire making levels. Oh, and it looks like I see what happened over here. I'm like, why do I have 4 quests complete? Because it only takes from this task history thing. So I'm going to have to update that because we have done 7 quests, not 4. So I'll make sure to update that. And there is 14 fire making, and that completes that block. 1 off of hitting the level for oak logs. Not like we could do anything with it anyway. But that is exciting because that was a nice little back-to-back. I want to get fire making to 30 for Sea Slug anyway. But without further ado, let's go back and see if we can get a 4th reroll token. I'm not going to lie, our luck with these tokens has been insane today. I feel incredibly safe from any death rolls. We didn't get another. That's okay, though. Let's roll some new tasks, and you know what we want. See if we can get them. I wouldn't even... Ooh, gosh. I was about to say I wouldn't even mind some quests. 2 quests is tempting. 6 thieving levels. I think the play here is to take 2 quests... And I have a good idea of the 2 quests I want to do. And with that, we completed Druidic Ritual, and we have unlocked Herblore. So I can actually pick Herblore blocks when I roll them on the slot machine. But let's get into the second quest now. That's 2 quests complete. Plague City, big jump start on mining, all the way to 17, so we can do Night Sword when it comes back up. But you know what I think it's time for? I think we need to do a little bit of a montage for a bunch of rolls, so let's do that.